Hey guys, welcome back to JDM Cream. Today I'm going to try getting rid of my differential clutch pack chatter. I've got KAZZ differentials for the front, mid and the rear. So basically a lot of chattering on the turns. I've got the original KAZZ differentials, the ones with the normal clutch packs that do chatter. They've actually advanced and they have now special clutches that don't chatter, that engage softer. A solution for that, I'm not going to try. This is not a sponsored thing by any way. This is just something I grew up with. And once in a while I try out and it always works for me, but I don't want to have it as a fix everything solution, because then you're going to depend on it, and if it doesn't work, you're going to be angry and might not want to use this product anymore. For me, I love this stuff. My friend had some transmission problems on his Toyota Corolla S with the 2ZZ engine, and he was scratching a little bit on first and reverse and scratching in third if he didn't drop the RPMs. I gave him a bottle of this stuff, and it actually worked for him. He says until now he's driving the car, doesn't feel any grinding or anything. Hopefully it's permanent and it keeps working great. But hey, you know, for a fluid to change the characteristics of something that's working, I think it's amazing. So I will always use this product. I wish I was sponsored by AMSOIL. If you guys are out there looking at me, hit me up, because I love this stuff. So today I'll be draining transmission, transfer case, and the output shaft from the transfer case. Rear differential I'll do at another time because I didn't hear really chattering in the rear. I want to do the front stuff first, test it out, and see how it feels. I will also be putting on the catalytic converter and the original downpipe, because I've got to get the car inspected, and hey, you got to do smog. So I'll be doing that. I'll be taking off the 3-inch downpipe and the test pipe, no cat, and we'll put it back legal for the street until we're ready to take it off-road. Then that's a different case. And in the meantime, I'll look for a 3-inch sport cat to go with the 3-inch downpipe that I have. So I've got all my welding materials here, gas, valve, got my machine, all that stuff, just in case, because I've got a new drive shaft on it from the drive shaft shop. It's a 2-piece drive shaft, but it seems when I put the original catalytic converter on, that it actually presses up against the drive shaft, because the drive shaft is a lot straighter now. It's not to the side, as it's no longer a 3-piece, it's a 2-piece. It's aluminum instead of steel, so less inertia, less rotational mass, easier to transmit more of that force to the rear differential at the rear tires where I need it. So today I'll be putting this on the lift while we're changing all the fluids. I'll put this on and see where I have to cut and weld to try to adjust the exhaust in a way that it's not resting up against the drive shaft. So let's get started. Oh, before putting the fluids in, it's a great idea to mix. So I've got this container, chemical proof. Make sure you clean it out. Let's start from the bottom. If anyone guys are wondering, inside's real nice. I've already used it for the transmission fluid after I mixed it and pumped it into my friend's Toyota Corolla S. So we'll be lifting the car, then we'll be mixing all that stuff together in here and pumping it in the transmission transfer case, and then we'll see. We'll take it for a test, and hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed and it is either eliminated the chattering completely or so much that it doesn't bother me anymore. It sounds sounds like a broken car when you're turning it, but obviously it's not, because it's got a clutch clutches that engage. I've set, for anyone that's curious, because all the differentials come from KAZZ at 100% locking, so you have to take them apart, change around the clutches to get the actual ratio that you'd like. So I have like a 65% in the front, a 35% locking in the middle, because I like a lot of differential in the front and axle between the front and the rear axle. And the rear I have at 70% somewhere around there, because the rear clutch pack, they have 20 clutches and the front and the middle have 12 clutches, so it's a different percentage when you're doing it all up. I think it's actually 75% locked in the rear. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. Okay, let's have a look under. Okay, well, glad there's no leaks. Here's that one-piece drive shaft I was talking about, and right here is where it was hitting up the drive shaft. So I didn't try to drive it like that. As soon as I seen that, I took it off when I screwed it up. And that's why we have our test pipe, so we have maximum clearance between the drive shaft and the exhaust. So, very, very near to the drive shaft. So, that's the aftermarket mount. And then RS differential, because it had a AYC before, but the RS inside I sold, and I put a KAZZ 20-pack clutch in there. So, and with EVO 8 rear axles, for those that want to know, yes, they do just bolt right on, and I did all of this modification with ease, no problem. All right. So let's start draining our oils. Okay, just getting familiarized myself with the drain hole for the transmission, the fill hole, and then on the differential side, you have the drain back here, and the fill hole will be on the side between the exhausts, right over here. So, all right, let's get to it. Okay guys, we're ready to mix all of our oils. The AMSOIL Severe Gear Oil. This is a 75 to 90 weight. This is really good for your gear protection. This has additive in it, but as their description states, add as needed. My clutch packs are loud, you know, all three differentials, or at least the front two for sure, middle and front axle. So I'll be putting all the additive. This helps up to 2 liters, so I'll be putting 2 of these for the oils here in this guy, and then we're gonna mix them together. Before we do that, however, I cleaned up all of the drain screws and everything that we have to put on, but these guys are bad. They're the gaskets, the O-rings, or the copper rings, yeah, I think you'd say. So I've got a case here, a set, and found the guys I need. We'll be putting these guys on. Then the drain screws we'll be putting back into the car. That way the new oil I pump in doesn't right away come up. Okay, so you'll see that now. Go. It's got a little magnet inside. Ooh, that was a little too small for this guy. So okay, one's perfect. Go. And then our last oil screw. Okay. Let's go ahead. Bring it over. All right, so now that drains are plugged, we can start filling these guys. So I'm going to start with the transmission. Go back over. Right, that's our fill hole. All right, guys, got everything ready. Let's start mixing. guys can see. It's AMSOIL Severe Gear Synthetic Gear Lube. And that works with loud noises and if you need a lot of stress on it, on the transmission system. Here's the back. All right. Last one. And now for these guys. Slip lock, limited slip additive. This eliminates chatter. 4 ounces treats 2 to 4 quarts of gear lube, yeah? So this is the stuff I'm using. I'm gonna use 2 of them. Now I'm just going to use this line here and stir it. All right, nice thick consistency. So we're gonna get this under the car and start pumping into our transmission and then our transfer case. Okay guys, we're gonna be filling that transmission. So go. Nice and in. Got my pump here. And let's start. Okay, so now transmission's all filled up. We're gonna head on over to the transfer case. So, now to fill this guy. Okay, so all of the transmission oil is in. All right, now to start preparing for the next job, which is taking off the downpipe and installing the original downpipe and catalytic converter. Then we can test it out and check it out. All right? All right, guys, I have everything finished. I have the oil change on the transmission, differential, and transfer case. I did the rear diff off camera just because I had enough and I forgot to film. But the whole drivetrain now has the AMSOil treatment and the severe gear oil in as well with the treatment. Now I'm going to take it for a little spin around the parking lot and see what it is. I put on the original downpipe off camera, but here's the 3-inch. So you have your downpipe and then to your test pipe. I've got to go for emission testing, so that's why I have to have the catalytic converter on the car. So when I finish testing, I have to get a sport cat. This is a 3-inch, then I can use a downpipe. Then I'll still at least have a cat under the car. But for now, I want to get it inspected, get those emissions done. That way I can take this car in the street with license plates and really drive around and show you guys what's up. Go to the track and whatnot. Since I'm here in Europe, right next door to Germany, I'll be going to the Nürburgring. I'm going to now take it out. Alright guys, we're here in the back. I don't got plates, so I gotta do it in a kind of a legal place, or a legal place. So I've got the ride right here, my EVO 6, and I'll be doing figure eights and circles and combinations of things to try to get the clutches to sand down a little bit so they're not making a clicking noise so much. Alright, so I'll set the camera down and you'll see me do a bunch of circles. Okay? Enjoy. Okay guys, let's do this. Okay guys, it's not clicking anymore, but I can really hear it, so I think I did good. Ah, it looks like a rally car. Oh, real dirty. That's alright. It's a rally car. Okay, let's do this. So we're here. Alright guys, she's in the shop. Put some gas in her. Got my gas, 100 octane baby. Alright, so right now I think it pretty much worked. I think almost, not really 100%, but I would say 90% of the clicking from the differentials after doing rounds and figure eights and whatnot, much better now. Alright, for you guys out there that's ever wondering about the KAZZ differentials, yes, you can quiet them up some, but very good set of differentials. Hope you like the fun. Take care guys. Hope you like this video, and if you'd like to see more from my EVO or things like this, click that like button and subscribe for more. Alright guys, see you.